So the last video I published was basically a ripoff of something I saw Stefan Drury do, because I needed to salvage some footage from me bumping my camera in the plane. But if you happened to get all the way through to the end of that video, you might have noticed something a little bit strange. I took off, I flew for a little bit, I turned around, and then landed back at the same airport I took off from. This is the story of why I did that. So the plan was to fly from KJQF, my home airport, to KRUQ, an uncontrolled airport about 18 miles away. It was an absolutely gorgeous day. Temps were in the mid-60s, a 7-knot wind straight down the runway, and scattered clouds at 10,000 feet. Basically perfect conditions to fly. Now, in order to get to where my airplane is parked, I have to walk by the parking area that is reserved for all the flight schools. And what I saw was not very many airplanes parked there, which meant that there were a lot of other student pilots out flying somewhere. And of the airplanes that were parked there, almost all of them had 2 people, a student and an instructor, standing around them. In other words, almost all of the flight schools were out somewhere in the air. This meant that there was a pretty big risk that there'd be a lot of people practicing in the pattern at KRUQ. And I've been in the pattern with my instructor when there's a lot of people trying to share the same airspace. You basically have to build a mental picture of where everyone is so that you know where to look to avoid trouble. And I really did not feel confident trying to keep track of more than 3 other airplanes. So I told myself, if I get there and I'm the 4th person in the pattern, I'll stay. Otherwise, I'm leaving. So once I was clear of KJQF's airspace, I switched over to KRUQ's frequency, and I heard this.
Carolina traffic, Cirrus 232 Kilo Sierra. North Carolina traffic, Cherokee 9745, let's get North Carolina traffic, jumper 1, at least 1 parachute. North Carolina traffic, system 117, Tango Sierra. Mid Carolina traffic, Cessna 65741. Mid Carolina traffic, Helicopter 279, H60.
Too many people in the pattern, we're turning around going home.
Cherokee 9745, let's get down to final 20, touch and go, North Carolina.
So that's what I did. I turned around and went home. The good news is I got to try again the next day. So here's my takeaway from all of this. Number 1, even though I was disappointed that I couldn't do what I planned to do, I set myself a specific limit, a maximum of 3 other airplanes in the pattern. And because the limit was specific, when it was crossed, it was really easy to stick to it. And number 2, I proved conclusively that my airplane takes off, flies, communicates, and lands entirely fine without a CFI. Well, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. And if you could hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate that. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comments what I could do better. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.